Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Ciepło witam, radośnie widzowie. Jestem Marlena z Łodzi w inspirującej Polsce. Z mieszanką starodawnych miast i naturalnych krajobrazów Polska stała się jednym z ulubionych celów podróży dla turystów. Kraj szczyci się 22 parkami narodowymi, około 1200 rezerwatami przyrody, ponadto 100 parkami krajobrazowymi oraz 400 obszarami chronionymi. Obecna stolica Warszawa nadal zachowuje historyczne ulice, kościoły i budynki. Mottem miasta jest Contemnit Procellas, co znaczy zawsze niezwyciężona. Warszawskie Stare Miasto znajduje się obecnie na liście Światowego Dziedzictwa Organizacji Narodów Zjednoczonych do spraw nauki, kultury i edukacji. Z wysoko rozwiniętą kulturą Polska szczyci się też utalentowanymi laureatami Nagrody Nobla w literaturze, w tym pisarzami Wisławą Szymborską, Henrykiem Sienkiewiczem, Władysławem Reymontem i poetą Czesławem Miłoszem. Kwintesencja polskiego wpływu na muzykę została uwieczniona w pracach sławnego na całym świecie kompozytora Fryderyka Chopina, rodowitego Polaka. Polska jest także miejscem urodzenia jednego z najbardziej ukochanych przywódców religijnych, Jego Świątobliwości zmarłego papieża świętego Jana Pawła II. Mam zaszczyt podzielić się z Wami krótkim wprowadzeniem o naszej ukochanej Polsce. Modlimy się do nieba, by błogosławił Was boską mądrością i duchową chwałą. Od ponad 30 lat najwyższa mistrzyni Khai rozświetla nasz świat swoimi niebiańskimi naukami. Jako w pełni oświecony mistrz przekazuje ona metodę medytacji Kuan Yin tym, którzy pragną natychmiast odnaleźć boską naturę wewnątrz i osiągnąć w ciągu jednego życia wieczne wyzwolenie z cyklu transmigracji. Metodę Kuan Yin praktykowali wszyscy oświeceni mistrzowie, tacy jak Buddha, Jezus Chrystus, prorok Mahomet, niech pokój będzie z nim, i Guru Nanak. Podkreśla, że jeżeli zawsze pamiętamy o Bogu, świadczymy bezinteresowną pomoc innym i przestrzegamy praw tego wszechświata, to osiągniemy najwyższy ludzki potencjał i naprawdę zrozumiemy swój cel na ziemi. Najwyższa mistrzyni Khai jest niezwykłym żyjącym przykładem współczucia, regularnie przesyłając materialną i finansową pomoc, jak również miłość uchodźcom, bezdomnym, ofiarom klęsk żywiołowych oraz innym potrzebującym pomocy. W 2006 roku otrzymała pokojową Nagrodę Gussie, uznawaną za pokojową Nagrodę Nobla Wschodu i została uhonorowana w przeciągu lat licznymi innymi nagrodami i wyróżnieniami za jej wybitną filantropię i pomoc humanitarną. Jako prawdziwy głos dla naszych pięknych przyjaciół zwierząt promuje ona pokojową i kochającą dietę roślinną oraz wyobraża sobie wraz z przebudzeniem ludzkości do świętości wszelkiego życia spokojny i chwalebny w pełni wegański świat, gdzie zwierzęta i ludzie żyją w błogiej harmonii. Jej inicjatywy rozpowszechniania wegańskiego trendu są zróżnicowane i obejmują dystrybucję ulotek Alternatywne Życie, międzynarodową sieć wegańskich restauracji Loving Hut, Supreme Master Television, jak również regularne przemowy do wpływowych rządów i szefów mediów oraz uczestnictwo w telewizyjnych konferencjach na temat zmian klimatycznych. Czy jesteśmy tego świadomi, czy nie? Jej wysiłki mają niezmiernie wielki wpływ na globalną świadomość przyjaznego zwierzętom stylu życia oraz tego, jak ten życzliwy sposób bycia może przenieść trwały pokój między narodami i tym samym ratując naszą planetę przed zmianami klimatu. Przez lata najwyższa mistrzyni Khai podróżowała po całym świecie, od obu Ameryk po Afrykę, od Europy po Oceanię, odbywając setki rozmów z publicznością i swymi uczniami na różnego rodzaju duchowe tematy. Dzisiaj jesteśmy błogosławieni przedstawić jeden z wnikliwych wykładów zatytułowany Bądź doskonałym narzędziem Bożym, by błogosławić świat, część 2 z 2 między mistrzem a uczniami, udzielony w języku angielskim 11 listopada 2017 roku w Sihu, Tajwan, zwanym też jako Formosa.
Yesterday, one person just left, don't want to continue working. And then the other person upset and said, I don't worry, it's just too much ego. 8.5%, that's too much to stay around and working in a humble situation and living in such a humble condition, yeah, caves. But they have all the food, you know, I order the best chef for them. Bring every day, and then whatever they need, they write down and they get it. Cave is warm, you know, we have heater, we have fans, we have water outside, you know. When you walk out of your cave and you have a porch, so when you put your shoes, it doesn't get wet, you put your umbrella, and you have a little sink naturally made. It's not bought from a market, made by stones, you know. Yeah, I design. For every cave have a stone sink outside. And we have water, running water even. My God, what else you need, right? And you have public bathroom toilet with hot running water even. Oh, by the way, is your bathroom have hot water already? Yes. Yeah, I say they have to. Must. Every bathroom, shower, toilet have to have heater. Yeah. Now, I don't know if they have before or not, but I have written they have to do it and always check to see if in order. If not, you have to tell somebody immediately, okay? Somebody maybe sit there and then they contact whoever responsible to fix your hot water, okay, huh? Yeah. By the way, we are going to make some tent area, you know, because they told me that this kind of tent, they call trust tent, Truss, don't need permission before, during, or after. So we're going to put up tent area over there for you, and if it's cold, we cover around it. So it's like a room, and then you can put your tent inside there, or we can use it sometime for talking if it's raining, okay? So and then you're going to get warmer. And I told them to have to build some toilets and shower and open sink, the sink outside. You can do it with cement, you know, like a cubit, you know, like a long cement with waste water pipe, yeah? And then you can sit there chatting while brushing your teeth in the open air, fresh air, everything together, yeah? Camaraderie, you know, yeah. Did you brush your teeth well? Yeah. Yeah, okay. No problem. I can't. You can brush your teeth, talk at the same time. I can do that. When I brush my dog's teeth, I can chat to the attendant sometimes. Okay. Talking is also tiring, you know. You dispense your energy. So talk less. The less you talk, the better you conserve your inside power, okay? Not just spiritual power, psychic power. Yeah? Psychic power including hearing power, seeing power, knowing power, yeah? Some of you develop more, some less. Because talk too much, everything goes out. Understand? Yeah. We come back to the ego stuff. That person never said, oh, he has too much ego. 8.5% is too much. Yeah. So he worried his ego, the one who was sad. I said, don't worry, you have only 1% left. If sometime it rise up, I will cut it for you, don't worry. But 8.5%, it takes a long time to cut. You cut just a little bit, he already gone. You understand what I mean? So you can't fix a person too much when he has too much ego. And that the person who's sad about the other person left, he said, oh, Master, 1%. Can you cut it also? I said, no. I said, that's the minimum you need to survive in this world, to have some pushing motivation. Because if you have no ego at all, you're not a master. You don't want to do anything anymore. You have no motive, no pushing motivation power. Understand that? So little ego need. A lot, no good. Up to 2% is okay to stay and be so-called resident. Yeah, really. I'm too busy, you know. I can't chat all the time. I don't really like chatting unless it's really necessary or beneficial, just like this. You think I'm talking a lot now here in front of you? You should see me when I'm with somebody else, alone or with a couple of people. Understand me? Yeah? Sometimes I watch movies with them because something educational. So sometimes we stop the movie and I explain, you know, this situation. That person react like that, although it look very good and heroic, but it's not like that. You see, you have to see through behind the energy of that topic, behind motive of that person and the situation. For example, we were watching a film and there was a prince and there was a servant, not his servant, but servant for another person. And then for some reason, he has to come to her house and try to be a normal person. But the first night, he wouldn't know what the idea how to be a normal person. You understand? Yes. So he probably asked her, is that my bed, you know? Because her house only one room, one bed. But of course he didn't know anything yet. So he said, is that my bed? I mean his bed? And she said, yes. And so he dropped dead, you know? Because the prince is not like, he just go out all day and everybody say, hi, your majesty, you look good today, you know? Many girls are running, it's not like that. It has a lot of work to do, huh? I mean, some prince maybe not, but the prince in that film has a lot of work to do. He has to practice his swordsmanship all day, you know, in the morning at least. And then afternoon maybe he has to go and pacify some rebellious group and fighting and that, and then many other things to do, yeah, for his people, to help his father. So he was tired, of course, in the evening, yeah? And he normally, servant would bring water to him, of course, over there there's no, he said, is there any water here? She said, no. So he said, bring me some water. And then she kind of didn't want to. He didn't even say, bring in water. She said, oh, I really need a shower. And then she said, shall I go outside and bring you water? And he didn't answer because he didn't know what to say. So she said, shall I? And then he didn't answer, so she went out and fetched water, meaning not willing. Understand? He's a guest in your house. Even he wants to be ordinary Prince, he needs time. Yeah, even if you don't like something, you tell him. How does he know? He has not even a mother to teach him. His mother died. He has only a very strict father to take care of. You understand? Very strict father, brought up like a prince. You know, a prince supposed to never apologize and all that, but what kind of prince they want, I don't know. If you do wrong, you apologize. I apologize all the time. If I say something wrong, or if I forget to thank you, then I say, sorry, I forgot to thank you. Appreciate, good job. Yeah? Or I wrote note, I say, thank you, you're doing good job. It was very fast, very efficient, something like that. And then if they do something wrong, I wrote it down. I say, that's supposed to be, do that, do this. You know, I do it all the time with Supreme Master Television. That's why I work very hard, before and now. And mostly I just write down, you know, so that they can keep it. And then they should, I say you should print all the things that I corrected and my instruction, everybody should read it. So in case I die, you know which direction or why I correct like this and why I do that. So you continue the job. Because one of them say, Master, because sometimes people come, you know, mess in my house, you know, around my house, sneaking around and rattle the window, want to come in and all that. And then they were so scared, and then I just sit there and I said, don't worry, they're gone already. All of you, so many people come with a lot of flashlight. Whoever that was must have been gone already. Just go back, do your SMTV work, because that's more important than me. They say, no, Master, no, you are more important, because if you're not here, one person said, I don't know what to do. I probably broke down. I probably have nothing to live for. I'll probably die. I said, no, you won't die. You have a lot to live for. You continue to do Supreme Master Television. To help others, that's what you should do, not die. So I said they should print out, you know, copy of all the things that I instructed or corrected, yes, so that they can learn how I'm doing things. Everybody should know that. Yes, and if they don't understand why I corrected such things, because it seemed logical before, why should I even bother to correct? It's similar fashion, but different wording, or completely different word, whereas the other one would do in the eyes of the world, for me not. We have to say things that is really perfect. Yeah, even small words have to be perfect. So the effect is stronger and deeper into the hearts of humankind. Because one word wrong is wrong. No matter how many words, when it's wrong, it's not right. And sometimes they formulate differently. It could offend people. You understand? Yes. Or overdoing. So I have to do this, check this all the time. And now they are having it, so they study it. You know, everybody, I say everybody have to also study another person's skill, in case that person not available. He lives, and you can take his place. Yeah, everybody has to learn from each other all the time, because we don't have a lot of skilled people. Yeah. And by the way, I thank all the Supreme Master TV staffs again, the one who work in the main office and the ones who work outside in the world. I thank you for your time, your dedication, your sacrifice. Sometimes some people left because they still have desire to be somebody in the world. I treasure my staff because they work behind the screen, you know? Nobody knows them. I don't want anybody to know them, because once they are known, you know, they've been snatched up quickly. And I have nobody anymore then. I treasure them very much. So I shield them from harms, different kind. And sometimes they live because they want to be this and that person in the society, and so that earn money so that they can take care of their future wife or whatever, if they even have any, I say the job that you wanted to do, everyone else can do it if they learned. But the job that you're doing here, money cannot pay, money cannot buy, and greater than any job you can have in the world. You do great things. You help billions of beings daily, at least millions. You make them happy, you make them smile, and maybe you lead them to liberation, to come to us, or even leading to find another master, no matter what. Wake their soul up, yeah, so that they think of spirituality, free themselves. Doesn't matter with me or not with me. And not to talk about the blessing through the screen every day. I have to look at all the hosts before it comes out. I check, now I do that. And then I look at all the hosts, make sure they have enough blessing power. Before they don't show the host a lot, they even just give a voice and no face, nothing, or the face very little, or the face too old, don't go on screen. I use them all. Before I go out on the screen, they are loaded with blessing power. So that whoever look at them on the screen, the outsider people there, get the blessing they need, that they can assimilate. That's why I told them now. I keep telling them before, but they didn't do it. I have to keep reminding. Put the host image more out. Don't hide them. Because the news is just the news. Okay? Other people are just other people. But my hosts, they are instruments of blessing to the world. That's why we're doing it. That's why I make myself also look beautiful. Because attractive image attract people to look more. It's good for you, but not too good for me. Understand? Yeah, makeup is a troublesome thing. And blessing people is not fun. It's good. I love to do it. I'm willing to. It's just like, not like I gain anything. That's what I meant, okay? Not I gain anything. What should I gain for? Huh? Maybe somebody marry me and be my husband, and then what I do? I work until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. What kind of husband would wait there? And then I drop that on my sofa. Or I meditate, or I sleep, or I have to do inner job. So whoever marry me, if they do, please feel sorry for him. Not to be jealous. So what do I gain here? Nothing, okay? Don't ever bother thinking that I want to attract you. Yes, I do. But for your own good, even for my host. So I tell them you have to make yourself like movie stars. So you see, even the people before you saw them just look like ordinary, even old people, I make them look beautiful. Don't you think so? Yes. Yeah, to detail. Because some people have black teeth. Yeah, we have to spend 2-3 hours to fix his teeth to make it a little bit more normal. There's some people, they have blackened teeth maybe before initiation or even after they drink too much coffee or before they smoke too long, yeah? And even now if they quit, but their teeth, they didn't bother to go whitening it, or because their teeth are like that due to the water that they drink where they stay. Some water has too much fluoride, you know, and it might damage your teeth, even though fluoride is good for you. But in too much of quantities or too long a time, it could be damaging to your teeth. So make sure you take care of yourself, okay? If your teeth are blackened, go to dentist, ask him what to do. Not without too much damage to your health, not too much chemical or something. I have to ask, okay? Not too much chemical. If you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, take care of yourself. You can't force somebody to love you when you don't look the part, okay? You have to look the part. In the movies, you see every character, they have their role to play, but they have their own personality in it to fit the part. They have to bring themselves into that role in order to make it alive and convincing. Same, if you want to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you have to check out what she likes, yeah? How to look in order to attract other people. But the best is you polish yourself inside so that you can attract more blessing from heaven. Because this world, no matter how beautiful you are, one day we will lay in just a coffin. Or we'll be scattered like wind, you know, in the wind of our ashes. Only the beauty inside remains and helps you, make you happy. Okay then, I talk too much again. See you later. Good appetite. I love you. I do anything for you. And that is true. Anything at all. Okay. Ciao. Food, huh? Mm-hmm. Thank you, huh? Thank you, all the workers and cameramen and audio men and hoofa and the running around. Thank you, huh? See you later. Yeah. We go eat something. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, see you guys. Love you a lot. 好爱你们。对不起，不晓得为什么讲英文啊，对不起了。真的对不起 ，Thank you all you guys, workers. Thank you. 谢谢大家哈，真的抱歉，道歉 ，OK， 忘记了就讲英文了，就顺路就讲下去了。因为最近啊，做 SMTV 我都改稿都是改英文嘛，懂不懂？跟他们沟通是沟通英文的。因为有不同的那个国家的人嘛，都是用英文啦，所以那个就忘记了。事实上是这样。I am sorry, forgive me 。原谅 ，OK， 原谅啊，以后提醒我一下就好了。OK， 如果我在讲英文就举手抗议 ，No， 在台湾讲中文。事实上，我应该讲客家话了啊！不过真的是太忙了，学那么多语言，然后没时间照顾大家哈，谅解。OK，I love you， 我爱你们，我什么都可以做，为了你们什么都会做的，真正的什么都会的，知道了哈 ？OK，Goodbye， 适配。这个开车的这个师姐啊，她太爱心了。我叫她停在外面，让我走路下来就好了，不麻烦了。她说太陡，师傅走不好，怎么会这样？到这种程度，没那么陡啊，是吗？可以走路了。那大概看我太老了关系吧，太老了，保护心太严重了。照顾老人嘛，是不是？我们中国人就说敬老得寿嘛，啊，他大概这样，他要长寿了啊。保护老人 ，OK 啊，再见了啊。谢谢师父。
Uroczy widzowie, doceniamy Waszą obecność w dzisiejszym programie pod tytułem Bądź doskonałym narzędziem Bożym, by błogosławić świat. Część pierwsza z 2 między mistrzem a uczniami. Proszę pozostańcie Supreme Master Television na więcej pozytywnych programów. Następnie w programie Tajemna doktryna różokrzyżowców płaszczyzny świadomości, część pierwsza z 4 w słowach mądrości. Niech wasze dni będą obdarzone chwałą i piękną nieba. May the glory and beauties of heaven grace your days. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/pmd.
If whales could talk, what would they tell us? If dolphins could speak, what would they say? They might remind us that the Earth is a water planet, that water sustains all life, and that if we continue polluting the lifeblood of the planet, all life will suffer. Listen to them.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Join us for a moment to give thanks for our magnificent cosmos. Radiant stars in the night sky, blessing our splendid little planet with their brilliance from afar. We are like a tiny speck encompassed by the creativeness of the universe. Surrounded by billions of glorious galaxies, all interwoven together by the thread of universal love. May we always rejoice and be forever grateful for our place in the cosmos.
Xin chào quý khán giả từ Bi means hello compassionate viewers in Alaxis, also known as Vietnamese. I am Hoa Ling from Alac, also known as Vietnam. Our gracious people are wishing you abundant blessings from heavens.
Hola, I'm Eduardo Eninchance in Buenos Aires. Musical Argentina is happy to know that our later generations will always remember your contribution for world peace with gratitude. Welcome to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world.
Beneficial news for an ideal world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Iranian president invites open dialogue with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Rotary Club organizes free cataract surgeries in Nigeria. Chile establishes a new marine protection area. Korea donates rice to World Food Program, and retail giant IKEA now offers vegan hot dogs. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global network.
Iranian president prepared to engage in dialogue with neighboring countries. President of Iran, His Excellency Hassan Rouhani, has reviewed the country's readiness to have discussions on matters concerning regional security with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Highlighting the positive foundation for the talks while speaking in the port city of Bandar Abbas, President Rouhani said, "We are, have been, and always will be good neighbors." In addition, during a recent cabinet meeting in the capital city of Tehran, His Excellency expressed Iran's commitment to upholding balance and security within the whole region. Our sincere appreciation, Your Excellency President Hassan Rouhani and Iran, for your dedication to enhancing harmony and friendly relations. May your peaceful efforts bring much benefit to the Middle East.
Coming up, 1,400 patients receive free surgery in Lagos Island General Hospital in Nigeria. We'll go visit the flowers and we'll come back quick. A message, and then we'll be together again with more worthwhile news on Supreme Master Television.
Dude, it's hot.
Totally, man. I'm sweating.
You are.
Hello? Hi, honey. How's Miami? Snowstorm? Hail? Hello, honey? Hello?
Dude, what happened?
Crazy weather, man. My wife, she's stuck in Miami. She won't be back for a couple days.
It's crazy. Snow in Miami. Way out.
Yeah, man. Global warming. That's what they all say nowadays.
At least we are safe here. Hey, where is everybody? Dude, you think we're gonna be underwater?
You mean like all the ice melts?
Yeah.
Not cool, man. Totally not cool.
Well, we gotta do something to save the planet.
How? What do we do?
Light bulb.
Energy efficient light bulbs? Good, but not enough.
Oh, bike, man!
Give up cars for biking? Not enough either. Oh, I know what you're gonna say, buddy. Solar power.
Holy cow!
You got it, man.
Save the cows, be veg.
Be veg, go green to save the planet. It's a very macho way to live.
Totally! Yeah!
Hi there, I'm Jazzy the Gazelle, a loving vegan. I have a tip to help you clean your kitchen sink disposal. The secret ingredient is vinegar. Actually, it's the only ingredient. Put some vinegar in an ice tray and let it freeze. Then simply run the ice cubes through the disposal. They will give your sink disposal a nice fresh smell, and the ice will also help to sharpen the blades. Thanks for your attention, and love you for being veg and going green to save the planet. Thus save the world. Now the worldwide weather.
Rotary Club provides free eye surgery in Nigeria. Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate has partnered with other Rotary clubs as well as a number of charitable organizations and the Ministry of Health, Lagos State, to arrange its 10th yearly cataract operations for underprivileged people in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. In the club's Mission for Vision program, 1,400 individuals were provided with the free-of-charge surgeries at Lagos Island General Hospital. One of the patients, an 8-month-old baby named Brainard, was able to see for the first time. In order to further help less fortunate people, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate is in the process of establishing a special eye hospital with the charitable Indo Eye Care Foundation as well as other partners. Explaining the future plans for the eye operations, President of the Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate, Atul Shetty, said, "Free cataract surgeries will become a routine here in this hospital instead of once every year. Our warm thanks, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate and others involved, for your act of kindness. May all the people around the world be blessed with the best of health and happiness."
Chile officially establishes Easter Island Marine Protection Area. During her time in office, former President of Chile, Her Excellency Michelle Bachelet, signed into law a Marine Protection Area, MPA, located in the Pacific Ocean, surrounding Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. The new MPA, one of Chile's 3 recently established ocean protection zones, is home to over 140 species only living in this area. The new law prohibits commercial fishing and mining within the Rapa Nui Marine Protected Area, consisting of a massive ocean region of 740,000 square kilometers. Since its initial approval in September last year, the Chilean government and the Rapa Nui people have been jointly working on a plan to ensure the reserve will be well safeguarded and monitored. Highlighting the importance of the legislation, Director of the Roundtable of the Sea Coalition, Ludovic Burns-Tukey stated, "I think the government of Chile made a big step in understanding the worldview of Rapa Nui and our connection with the ocean." For any MPA, it is important to work together, and what happens in Easter Island is an example for the entire world. Our respectful salute, Your Excellency, Michelle Bachelet, Chile, and Easter Island residents, for your earth-loving efforts. May all the nations around the world join to take the best care of our fragile ecosystems.
Coming up, Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice to the United Nations World Food Programme. We are going to take some time to thank the humble electricians who connect our homes so we may have light and power. We can't wait to share more caring news with you on Supreme Master Television. We'll return after this message.
Organic Vegan, the planet cooling solution. According to the latest reports, more than 51% of the greenhouse gases that heat up the planet are from the animal industry. So if we stop it, the planet cools off by at least more than half. By using all the world's tillable land to cultivate organic vegetables and fruits instead, we eliminate a further 40% of the CO2. Plus, save $32 trillion in climate mitigation costs. Save millions of climate refugees each year. Save lives lost through disasters. Save many island nations from sinking. Save oceans from acidification and dead zones. Save glaciers, lakes, and rivers from dying. Save nations from desertification. Save the lungs of the earth from deforestation. Save over 1 billion world citizens, including children, from hunger.
All that I am comes from you. Every moment that I choose, good over bad in your eyes.
Restore the health of the world's citizens. Save the planet for us and future generations. What are we waiting for? Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Supreme Master Khai.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world. Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice as foreign aid. Korea made a historic contribution of 50,000 tons of rice valued at $42.5 million to the United Nations World Food Programme, WFP, to provide life-saving assistance to people in 5 countries. The government will organize the processing and packaging of rice during the first half of the year, while WFP will be responsible for distribution. Syria, Yemen, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda will each receive 10,000 tons of Grade A Korean rice. Executive Director of WFP, His Excellency David Beasley, stated, "This is what we dream of. A country that used to rely on WFP now stands as one of our strongest allies in saving lives. It's an exceptional example of what we all strive for at the World Food Programme. We express our gratitude, Korea, for your generous donation. Our earnest appreciation also, United Nations World Food Programme, for your laudable commitment to helping our sisters and brothers in need. May our world be graced with an abundance of plant-based nourishment for health and spiritual upliftment of all."
IKEA to serve vegan hot dogs. The Sweden-based home furnishing retailer IKEA has announced that it will start serving plant-based hot dogs in its store in Malmö, Sweden. The plan is to begin selling this delicious food item in IKEA bistros across Europe in August and later in other countries. The retail giant's introduction of the veggie hot dogs follows the success of its plant-based meatballs released in 2015. Commenting on the launch of the cruelty-free dish, Managing Director of the IKEA Food Services AB, Michael Lacour, said, "With the new veggie hot dog, we can inspire and enable customers to choose a plant-based, more sustainable option at an affordable price. We are so happy to hear about IKEA's new delectable option. With heaven's blessings, may we soon see the day when all world citizens choose the earth-preserving and loving vegan way of living."
It's now time for some light-hearted humor with the joke of the day entitled "No Cake."
I told you not to eat cake before supper.
But Mom, it's part of my homework. If you take 1/8 of a cake from a whole cake, how much is left?
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May heaven's light shine evermore on you and your loved ones.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Today we are honored to have Gauchita with us to present the secret doctrine of the Rosicrucians, the planes of consciousness. Born in Argentina, Gauchita moved to Costa Rica when she was 13 years old. There she completed all her studies and started a family. Gauchita studied performing arts with a specialty in acting. Together with her husband, she formed the Teatro La Polia group, which toured the country presenting theatrical plays with themes about human values and allocating the funds to social causes. Her links with the Rosicrucian order began in the year 2000 when her husband, who already belonged to the order, introduced her to its principles and teachings. This invoked her own curiosity and desire to also become a Rosicrucian student in order to live in harmony with the creative and constructive cosmic forces, as well as for the achievement of health, happiness, and peace.
Hola y saludos, queridos televidentes. Mi nombre es Gauchita, desde Santa Fe, Argentina. Nuestra gente les desea inmensa bendición y gracia celestial. En el episodio de hoy, titulado La doctrina secreta de los Rosacruces, los planos de la conciencia, parte 1 de 4, les presentamos la sabiduría de los Rosacruces. El movimiento Rosacruz es una fraternidad mística que por necesidad funcionó en secreto durante gran parte de su existencia. Afirma que sus raíces se remontan al antiguo Egipto, desde la época del faraón Tutmosis III, quien organizó la primera escuela esotérica de iniciados, fundada sobre principios similares a los que perduran hoy. Algunos investigadores modernos, sin embargo, asumen que el movimiento de los Rosacruces se originó con un grupo de protestantes alemanes entre 1607 y 1616, cuando se publicaron 3 documentos anónimos en Europa. Se llamaban Fama Fraternitatis, Rosao Crucis, Confessio Fraternitatis y Chemical Wedding of Christian Rosenkreuz del año 1459. Los Rosacruces creen que no solamente es posible, sino esencial conocer personalmente, a través de la experiencia directa, la fuente de todo el ser que es Dios. El vegetarianismo es considerado una parte muy importante de la evolución del individuo y es justificado en términos científicos, ocultos y éticos. Los Rosacruces se conocen por compartir el conocimiento antiguo con el propósito de manifestar un despertar desde el intelecto hasta la conciencia mística o iluminación. Les invitamos hoy a escuchar las sabias enseñanzas de la doctrina secreta de los Rosacruces. La doctrina secreta de los Rosacruces, planos de conciencia. Dice el 6º aforismo de la doctrina secreta de los Rosacruces. El 6º aforismo. Así como la vida es la esencia del espíritu, así la conciencia es la esencia de la vida. El espíritu es uno y sin embargo se manifiesta en muchas formas de vida. La vida es una. Sin embargo, se manifiesta en muchas modalidades de conciencia. Aunque las formas de conciencia manifestadas son innumerables, los sabios saben que la conciencia se manifiesta en 7 planos, y esos planos de conciencia son conocidos como 1. El plano de los elementos. 2. El plano mineral. 3. El plano vegetal. 4. El plano animal. 5. El plano humano. 6. El plano superhumano. Y 7. El plano de los dioses. En este 6º aforismo de la creación, los Rosacruces son instruidos a poner su atención en el concepto de la vida consciente, manifestada en sus 7 planos. Este concepto tiene por símbolo rosacruciano una cadena de 7 círculos entrelazados. El sexto aforismo sabiamente afirma que la vida es la esencia del espíritu. No importa qué pueda o no ser el espíritu, no se puede negar que el espíritu debe poseer el atributo de la vida, a fin de ser espíritu. Igualmente, el aforismo declara: la conciencia es la esencia de la vida, lo cual es evidente, pues no importa qué pueda ser o no ser la vida. No se puede negar que la vida debe poseer el atributo de la vida. Un escritor moderno bien ha dicho: la mente es la vivencia de la vida. Y por supuesto, la mente no es más que un término para indicar estados de conciencia. Aún la persona promedio implícitamente atestigua el hecho de la presencia necesaria de la conciencia en la vida, por sus distinciones entre las diversas formas de cosas vivas. Cuanto más alta sea la manifestación de la conciencia en una cosa viva, más alto es el grado de vida que se le atribuye. Y cuando faltan las indicaciones de conciencia, la cosa no tiene vida. La prueba de la actividad consciente entre las formas minerales lleva al pensamiento de que entonces los minerales deben estar vivos. La conciencia en su esencia se manifiesta como el atributo de recibir impresiones del estímulo exterior y el poder responder a ellas. Y el estudiante de inmediato reconocerá este atributo como la prueba fundamental de sustancia viva. Así como los Rosacruces sostienen como doctrina fundamental la enseñanza de que todo está vivo, así sostienen como igualmente importante la enseñanza de que todo es consciente. Pero aquí es donde este medio conocimiento puede caer en una trampa y atribuir a los Rosacruces creencias extrañas a ellos. Ya que en las enseñanzas de los Rosacruces y en la mayoría de la psicología moderna también, el término conciencia no está restringido a aquellas fases de conciencia más familiares a nosotros, sino en cambio a todas las formas de conciencia, sean más altas o más bajas que la conciencia de nuestras vidas cotidianas. El término conciencia es uno muy difícil de definir adecuadamente. Y es así, muy naturalmente, dado que la conciencia puede ser definida y descrita solo en base a la propia experiencia. No existe otro término análogo a este que sirva para indicárselo a quien no haya experimentado la conciencia. Probablemente la palabra que mejor expresa la idea general es el término conciencia. Las enseñanzas Rosacruces sostienen que la conciencia se manifiesta en 7 planos, entrelazados cada uno de ellos con sus 2 adyacentes. Pero cada plano está compuesto de 7 subplanos y cada subplano en 7 resubplanos, y así sucesivamente en forma indefinida, multiplicando 7 veces. Cada uno de los 7 planos de conciencia será nombrado en la siguiente sinopsis de la enseñanza y se darán las características principales de cada plano. El plano elemental. En este plano se manifiesta la conciencia en las acciones y reacciones de los elementos constituyentes de la materia. Aquí ocurre el juego entre los átomos, los electrones, los iones, los corpúsculos y las partículas de sustancias aún más delicadas de las cuales la ciencia aún no tiene conocimiento. Y yendo aún más atrás, se puede decir que en este plano ocurre el juego de las fases de sustancias mucho más tenues y sutiles que los electrones, considerando que estos son más tenues que los átomos. Poco puede decirse con respecto a estas formas y fases prácticamente desconocidas de la materia, aunque las enseñanzas ocultas están llenas de ellas. En las citas previas de Haeckel y otros científicos modernos, hemos visto que la ciencia moderna avanzada reconoce la presencia de algo como la conciencia en los átomos de la materia y asigna sus movimientos a sus gustos y desagrados, amores y odios, que surgen de la percepción de ciertas cualidades en uno y el otro, y la respuesta a ello. Esto significa, por supuesto, que los átomos poseen y manifiestan sentimiento y voluntad en una forma elemental, fase y grado. Hay resultados surgidos de estas manifestaciones de conciencia de parte de los átomos. Sin embargo, estos no son habitualmente observados por los escritores de tema, ya sean los rangos de los ocultistas o de los científicos. Considerémoslo ahora brevemente. La ciencia nos informa que todas las modalidades de energía física o fuerza, manifestadas como luz, calor, electricidad, magnetismo, etc., provienen de las vibraciones de las partículas que componen la materia. Estas vibraciones son, desde luego, causadas por el movimiento de las partículas, y tales movimientos se deben a la manifestación de la atracción o repulsión entre las partículas. Más aún, vemos que la manifestación de la atracción o repulsión entre las partículas de materia proviene de su agrado o desagrado, los amores u odios de los átomos y partículas, y que éstas a su vez son solo manifestaciones de la conciencia elemental. Por tanto, vemos aquí que incluso la manifestación de la energía física y la fuerza no es más que el acompañamiento y resultado de la presencia y actividad de la conciencia elemental. En este plano de conciencia se efectúan muchas de esas formas de magia que conocen todos los ocultistas, quienes mueven la materia no por la acción de la energía física dirigida por su mente y voluntad, sino relacionando su conciencia individual con la rudimentaria conciencia del átomo. Este no es lugar, por supuesto, para entrar en detalles referentes a esta fase del ocultismo, pero se ha pensado bien en indicar aquí la fuente y la naturaleza del poder subyacente a los fenómenos ocultos de esta clase y el porqué y el dónde de su manifestación. El plano de la conciencia elemental, como todos los grandes planos de conciencia, contiene 7 subplanos y cada uno de estos 7 resubplanos, y así sucesivamente en forma indefinida, multiplicando 7 veces. El subplano que hemos considerado brevemente no es más que uno de los 7, y los 6 restantes son igualmente importantes. En estos mencionados subplanos hay manifestaciones absolutamente ignoradas por la ciencia moderna y por los profanos, que solo son conocidos por los ocultistas, quienes los han estudiado detenidamente. Segundo plano, plano mineral. En este plano se manifiesta la conciencia en las acciones y reacciones de las moléculas que componen los minerales y también de las masas de la materia mineral. Así como los átomos de la materia manifiestan atracción y repulsión, provienen de agrado y desagrado de la conciencia, así las moléculas de materia manifiestan un agrado y desagrado, similar resultante en la atracción y repulsión entre las moléculas y las masas de materia. Las moléculas o partículas que componen de un trozo de acero, por ejemplo, no están unidas en forma compacta por la acción de alguna fuerza extraña a ellas, sino por la peculiar fuerza de cohesión inherente a su naturaleza. De la misma manera, la gravitación manifiesta su fuerza de atracción. Más aún, en algunos de los subplanos superiores de este plano de los minerales se observa la cristalización de partículas minerales de acuerdo con un principio definido de diseño, enclavado en la conciencia de sus partículas. El cristal es construido según un plano definido, en forma tan real como es una bellota o un roble, y en todos estos casos el patrón no es otro que una idea en la conciencia de las partículas combinadas. El constructor del universo trabaja a través de la conciencia rudimentaria de las partículas minerales, así como se vale de la conciencia y la vida en grado superior manifestada en la forma humana. El estudio de los cristales y su formación abrirá nuevos horizontes a la mente del profano y le dará un atisbo del taller del constructor universal en el cual vemos cosas hasta ahora insospechadas y no soñadas. La opinión común es que los cristales se forman por causas mecánicas, tales como presión exterior, etc. Pero el estudiante de ciencias cuidadoso, así como el ocultista, sabe que la formación de un cristal es un crecimiento y es el resultado de ideas psíquicas guardadas en las partículas, como es el crecimiento de la sustancia de una planta o de los cuerpos animales. El estudiante de cristalografía pronto se convence de la presencia de la vida y la conciencia en el mundo de los cristales. En la contemplación del plano de la conciencia mineral, el estudiante debe recordar que hay formas de minerales mucho más gruesas que las visibles a nosotros en esta tierra. Y además, que hay formas y fases de la vida mineral mucho más finas y superiores que aquellas con las que están familiarizados. Las enseñanzas ocultas contienen información muy interesante concernientes a estas formas y manifestaciones minerales desconocidas. Puede mencionarse aquí que los antiguos alquimistas y algunos de los verdaderos alquimistas modernos han hallado en el hecho de la conciencia mineral el eslabón perdido de su ciencia. El ocultista, al tener un discernimiento detallado de la conciencia de un metal o un mineral, será capaz de operar transformaciones en y a través de ellos, que serían imposibles por medio de la química o por métodos mecánicos de tratar los metales. Nuevamente, se da una pista en referencia a un tema de tremenda importancia. Gracias, comprensivos televidentes, por su presencia hoy en Palabras de Sabiduría. Por favor, acompáñenos mañana para la segunda parte de nuestro programa, La doctrina secreta de los Rosacruces, los planos de la conciencia. A continuación sigue Bill Mollison, el padre de la permacultura. Por favor, sigan sintonizados a Supreme Master Television. Que las bendiciones del cielo acojan a nuestro planeta en paz y bondad amorosa. Thank you, caring viewers, for your presence today on Words of Wisdom. Please join us tomorrow for part 2 of our program, The Secret Doctrine of the Rosicrucians, the Planes of Consciousness. Coming up next is Bill Mollison, father of permaculture. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May heaven's blessings embrace our planet in peace and loving kindness. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Colony collapse. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization reports that 90% of all food consumed worldwide originates from 100 main crop species, 71 of which depend on bees for pollination. But bee colonies across the globe are collapsing due to pesticides, climate change, pollution, habitat degradation, and genetically modified crops. In speaking of the impact of such a loss, Kevin Hackett of the US Department of Agriculture said, "This is the biggest general threat to our food supply."
There are 1,000 solitary bee species which are on the verge of extinction or extinct already. Basically, it's pretty dire. I mean, these bees are so crucial to the global food production.
The most widely eaten fruits, vegetables and nuts are pollinated by the vital bees.
You can see there's this beautiful vegetable patch and it's all pollinated by bees. And this is what we will have to live without if we don't do something about it.
It's reported that there are several causes for the bees' decline, like genetically modified crops, chemical pesticides, and other spray substances for plants. Climate change also affects the environmentally sensitive and fragile bees. Using organic farming and eating organic food, we will help the bee population.
Protect the bees. Protect our food supply. Be veg, grow green to save the planet.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Join us for a moment to give thanks for our magnificent cosmos. Radiant stars in the night sky, blessing our splendid little planet with their brilliance from afar. We are like a tiny speck encompassed by the creativeness of the universe. Surrounded by billions of glorious galaxies, all interwoven together by the thread of universal love. May we always rejoice and be forever grateful for our place in the cosmos.
Xin chào quý khán giả từ Bi means hello compassionate viewers in Alaxis, also known as Vietnamese. I am Hoa Ling from Alac, also known as Vietnam. Our gracious people are wishing you abundant blessings from heavens.
Hola, I'm Eduardo Eningschance in Buenos Aires. Musical Argentina is happy to know that our later generations will always remember your contribution for world peace with gratitude. Welcome to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world.
Beneficial news for an ideal world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Iranian president invites open dialogue with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Rotary Club organizes free cataract surgeries in Nigeria. Chile establishes a new marine protection area. Korea donates rice to World Food Program, and retail giant IKEA now offers vegan hot dogs. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global network.
Iranian president prepared to engage in dialogue with neighboring countries. President of Iran, His Excellency Hassan Rouhani, has reviewed the country's readiness to have discussions on matters concerning regional security with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Highlighting the positive foundation for the talks while speaking in the port city of Bandar Abbas, President Rouhani said, "We are, have been, and always will be good neighbors." In addition, during a recent cabinet meeting in the capital city of Tehran, His Excellency expressed Iran's commitment to upholding balance and security within the whole region. Our sincere appreciation, Your Excellency President Hassan Rouhani and Iran, for your dedication to enhancing harmony and friendly relations. May your peaceful efforts bring much benefit to the Middle East.
Coming up, 1,400 patients receive free surgery in Lagos Island General Hospital in Nigeria. We'll go visit the flowers and we'll come back quick. A message, and then we'll be together again with more worthwhile news on Supreme Master Television.
연구원이자 작가, 과학자, 교사이며 진정한 선지자인 빌 모리슨을 소개하는 이 프로그램에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 여러 분야에서 뛰어난 성과를 거둔 빌 모리슨은 수백만 명에게 영감을 준 세계적인 운동을 시작해 영속농업의 아버지라는 칭호를 얻었습니다.
Hi there, I'm Jazzy the Gazelle, a loving vegan. I have a tip to help you clean your kitchen sink disposal. The secret ingredient is vinegar. Actually, it's the only ingredient. Put some vinegar in an ice tray and let it freeze. Then simply run the ice cubes through the disposal. They will give your sink disposal a nice fresh smell, and the ice will also help to sharpen the blades. Thanks for your attention, and love you for being veg and going green to save the planet. Thus save the world. Now the worldwide weather.
Rotary Club provides free eye surgery in Nigeria. Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate has partnered with other Rotary clubs as well as a number of charitable organizations and the Ministry of Health, Lagos State, to arrange its 10th yearly cataract operations for underprivileged people in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. In the club's Mission for Vision program, 1,400 individuals were provided with the free-of-charge surgeries at Lagos Island General Hospital. One of the patients, an 8-month-old baby named Brainard, was able to see for the first time. In order to further help less fortunate people, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate is in the process of establishing a special eye hospital with the charitable Indo Eye Care Foundation, as well as other partners. Explaining the future plans for the eye operations, President of the Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate, Atul Shetty, said, "Free cataract surgeries will become a routine here in this hospital instead of once every year. Our warm thanks, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate and others involved, for your acts of kindness. May all the people around the world be blessed with the best of health and happiness."
Chile officially establishes Easter Island Marine Protection Area. During her time in office, former President of Chile, Her Excellency Michelle Bachelet, signed into law a Marine Protection Area, MPA, located in the Pacific Ocean, surrounding Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. The new MPA, one of Chile's 3 recently established ocean protection zones, is home to over 140 species only living in this area. The new law prohibits commercial fishing and mining within the Rapa Nui Marine Protected Area, consisting of a massive ocean region of 740,000 square kilometers. Since its initial approval in September last year, the Chilean government and the Rapa Nui people have been jointly working on a plan to ensure the reserve will be well safeguarded and monitored. Highlighting the importance of the legislation, Director of the Roundtable of the Sea Coalition, Ludovic Burns-Tukey stated, "I think the government of Chile made a big step in understanding the worldview of Rapa Nui and our connection with the ocean." For any MPA, it is important to work together, and what happens in Easter Island is an example for the entire world. Our respectful salute, Your Excellency, Michelle Bachelet, Chile, and Easter Island residents, for your earth-loving efforts. May all the nations around the world join to take the best care of our fragile ecosystems.
Coming up, Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice to the United Nations World Food Programme. We are going to take some time to thank the humble electricians who connect our homes so we may have light and power. We can't wait to share more caring news with you on Supreme Master Television. We'll return after this message.
Open borders would lift millions out of poverty. According to 4 different studies, opening borders would have an estimated growth in gross worldwide product between 67 to 147%. The World Bank notes that if all developed countries would accept just 3% more motivated immigrants, the world's poor would have $305 billion more to spend, which is 3 times more than the combined total development aid worldwide. According to Dutch author and historian Rutger Bregman, migration is the most powerful tool to alleviate poverty. Poverty economist Lant Pritchett agrees, saying immigration in all of our history is one of the most powerful drivers of prosperity.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world. Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice as foreign aid. Korea made a historic contribution of 50,000 tons of rice valued at $42.5 million to the United Nations World Food Programme, WFP, to provide life-saving assistance to people in 5 countries. The government will organize the processing and packaging of rice during the first half of the year, while WFP will be responsible for distribution. Syria, Yemen, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda will each receive 10,000 tons of Grade A Korean rice. Executive Director of WFP, His Excellency David Beasley, stated, "This is what we dream of. A country that used to rely on WFP now stands as one of our strongest allies in saving lives. It's an exceptional example of what we all strive for at the World Food Programme. We express our gratitude, Korea, for your generous donation. Our earnest appreciation also, United Nations World Food Programme, for your laudable commitment to helping our sisters and brothers in need. May our world be graced with an abundance of plant-based nourishment for health and spiritual upliftment of all."
IKEA to serve vegan hot dogs. The Sweden-based home furnishing retailer IKEA has announced that it will start serving plant-based hot dogs in its store in Malmö, Sweden. The plan is to begin selling this delicious food item in IKEA bistros across Europe in August and later in other countries. The retail giant's introduction of the veggie hot dogs follows the success of its plant-based meatballs released in 2015. Commenting on the launch of the cruelty-free dish, Managing Director of the IKEA Food Services AB, Michael Okor, said, "With the new veggie hot dog, we can inspire and enable customers to choose a plant-based, more sustainable option at an affordable price. We are so happy to hear about IKEA's new delectable option. With heaven's blessings, may we soon see the day when all world citizens choose the earth-preserving and loving vegan way of living."
It's now time for some light-hearted humor with the joke of the day entitled "No Cake."
I told you not to eat cake before supper.
But Mom, it's part of my homework. If you take 1/8 of a cake from a whole cake, how much is left?
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May heaven's light shine evermore on you and your loved ones.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/NWN.
It is our pleasure to have Mrs. Lee Jung-uk with us today to present our program on Bill Mollison, Father of Permaculture. Having dedicated her work to the Korea Volunteer Center for 2 decades, Mrs. Lee began organic vegetable farming on a small scale in 2006. Her garden continued to expand, and in 2014, she and her husband started growing aronia trees. using fertilizer made with rice bran to amazing results. Subsequently, they obtained the certification for eco-friendly and non-pesticide farming in 2017. Mrs. Lee Jung-uk works not only to show her community how to start organic farming, but also strives to beautify her village through mural paintings around her area.
저는 과학과 교육의 도시 대전의 이윤옥입니다. 자유로운 한국 국민들은 여러분처럼 고귀한 친구들이 있어서 기쁩니다. 연구원이자 작가, 과학자, 교사이며 진정한 선지자인 빌 모리슨을 소개하는 이 프로그램에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 여러 분야에서 뛰어난 성과를 거둔 빌 모리슨은 수백만 명에게 영감을 준 세계적인 운동을 시작해 영속농업의 아버지라는 칭호를 얻었습니다. 빌로 더 잘 알려진 브루스 찰스 모리슨은 1928년 호주 태즈메니아에서 태어났습니다. 빌은 고작 14세의 나이에 아버지를 여의었습니다. 그래서 이 어린 10대 소년은 학교를 그만두고 가족의 빵집을 도왔고 26세 무렵까지 산림감독원, 선원, 트랙터 기사, 자연 연구가 등 다양한 직업의 일을 했습니다. 빌 모리슨은 자연계에 대한 사랑 때문에 1954년 호주 연방과학산업연구기구 CSIRO의 야생동물조사부에 들어갔으며 태즈메니아 열대우림에서 광범위하게 활동했습니다. 1966년 빌 모리슨은 태즈메니아 대학에서 생물지리학 학위를 취득하기로 결정했는데 이 대학 시절은 그의 경력의 전환점이 되었습니다. 그는 학위를 받은 뒤 그 대학에서 강의했고 환경심리학과를 개설했습니다. 바로 이곳에서 빌은 환경설계학과 학생인 데이비드 홈그렌을 만납니다. 태즈메니아 열대우림에서 얻은 빌의 경험을 활용하고 다른 생태 선구자들과 원주민 문화, 농부들에게서 나온 생각을 기반으로 하여 빌 모리슨과 데이비드 홈그렌은 통합적이고 지속 가능한 독특한 농업 활동 체계를 설계하기 시작했습니다. 그들은 자신들이 새로 발견한 이 체계를 영속 농업이라고 칭했습니다. 이 공동 작업으로 1978년에 영속 농업 1, 인류의 정착을 위한 지속 농업이 출판되게 됐습니다. 빌의 말에 의하면 영속 농업의 정의는 다음과 같습니다.
The conscious design and maintenance of agriculturally productive ecosystems which have the diversity, stability and resilience of natural ecosystems. It is the harmonious integration of landscape and people, providing their food, energy, shelter, and other material and non-material needs in a sustainable way.
빌 모리슨은 50세의 나이에 자기 일생의 열정이 될 영속 농업을 추구하고자 과감히 대학교 종신 교수직을 떠났습니다. 빌 모리슨은 모든 시간과 힘을 헌신하여 이 체계를 더욱 발전시키고 그 원리와 개념을 전 세계에 전파했습니다. 지구에 대한 깊은 존중의 마음을 지닌 그는 우리가 지속 가능하게 살 수 있는 방법에 관한 실용적인 접근법을 창안했을 뿐 아니라 실제로 적용도 했습니다. 그는 당시엔 자신의 연구가 세계적인 운동을 시작할 것이라고는 알지 못했습니다. 1979년 빌 모리슨은 세계 최초의 영속농업 연구소를 설립해 영속농업 체계의 실제적인 응용 과정을 가르쳤습니다. 그는 1980년대부터 1990년대까지 세계를 돌며 수천 명의 학생들에게 영속농업 디자인을 가르쳤는데 이 철학은 오직 지구의 보살핌, 사람들의 보살핌, 그리고 두 가지의 재투자에 주안점을 둡니다. 그는 이렇게 강조했습니다.
We have no right, nor any ethical justification for clearing land or using wilderness, while we tread over lawns, create erosion, and use land inefficiently. Our responsibility is to put our house in order. Should we do so, there will never be any need to destroy wilderness.
빌 모리슨은 권장 방법을 제시하는 한편 지역 정부와 농장 및 도시 프로젝트를 위한 여러 기사와 커리큘럼, 보고서도 기고했습니다. 그는 유기적이고 땅을 살리는 농업을 주창했고 최소한의 에너지로 일을 완수하는 방법을 사람들에게 가르쳤습니다. 그 핵심은 인간과 지구 간의 공생관계를 인정하고 설계하는 데 있었습니다. 여기에는 화학물질 사용을 삼가고 면밀한 정원 설계를 강조하며 자연 생태계를 모방하고 재활용과 폐기물 사용을 통합하는 것이 포함됩니다. 빌 모리슨은 도시와 농촌, 주민 모두가 자기 먹거리를 재배하고 자가 에너지를 생산하며 지붕에 빗물을 모으는 일만으로도 지속 가능한 삶을 시작할 수 있다고 믿었습니다. 이제 정원에 물을 줘야겠군요. 스프링마스터 텔레비전의 채널을 고정해 주세요. 곧 돌아오겠습니다.
A message from the seals reads, "We want to help restore the balance in this part of the tip of Africa, and it is hoped that one day all species, both human and animal, will look upon each other as brothers and sisters." Francois Hugo, founder of Seal Alert, South Africa.
빌 모리슨 영속농업의 아버지의 삶을 기리는 프로그램에 돌아오신 것을 환영합니다. 빌 모리슨은 다양한 문화의 영향을 받았으며 원주민의 고대 지혜를 배우면서 원주민들과 가깝게 일했습니다. 그런 원주민 중에 하나가 칼라하리 부시맨이었습니다. 그들은 땅속에서 자라는 다년생 식물인 모라마 콩을 채집해 살았는데 불행히도 자신들의 땅에서 내몰리게 되면서 그 콩을 찾기가 어려워졌습니다. 빌 모리슨은 도움을 주고자 칼라하리 부족에게 텃밭에 그 콩을 심는 법을 알려주었습니다. 이 원주민 부족은 항상 땅에 떨어진 것을 먹는 환경에 익숙해 있었습니다. 따라서 그들은 영속농업으로 자기 먹거리를 키움으로써 필요한 것을 재배한다는 새로운 관점을 갖게 되었고 이는 그들 생활 방식을 획기적으로 바꾸어 놓았습니다. 지구와 지구 사람들을 위해 풍부하고 지속 가능한 미래를 창조하는 데 전념했던 까닭에 빌 모리슨은 다양한 인정과 찬사를 받았습니다. 그는 1981년 환경 설계에 대한 모범적인 연구를 인정받아 바른 삶상을 받았고 러시아 과학 아카데미의 권위 있는 바빌로프 메달도 수상했습니다. 또한 빌 모리슨은 외국인으로서는 최초로 러시아 농업과학 아카데미의 초청을 받아 들어가기도 했습니다. 1988년 빌 모리슨이 쓴 영속농업 설계자 매뉴얼이란 작업 지도서는 누구나 자기 정원이나 농장에서 영속농업 기법을 따라할 수 있도록 단계별 지침과 12가지 설계법을 제공합니다. 설계자 매뉴얼은 흔히 영속농업의 성경으로도 불리며 오늘날에도 교사들의 참고서로 사용되고 있습니다. 10년간의 강단 생활을 끝낸 후 빌 모리슨은 5대륙을 다니며 자신의 개념을 나눴습니다. 그는 이 여행 과정에서 수많은 학생들을 얻었고 이는 영속농업교사 네트워크로 성장했습니다. 이 네트워크는 세상에 영속농업을 지속적으로 알리는 중요한 역할을 합니다. 한편 전 세계 영속농업운동은 1996년에 기하급수적으로 커졌습니다. 이에 따라 빌 모리슨의 호주 영속농업연구소는 갈수록 커지는 정보와 교육 과정에 대한 요구를 감당할 수 없게 됐습니다. 호주 연구소의 부담을 줄이고 서방구를 포괄하기 위해 빌 모리슨과 스콧 피트먼은 1997년 미국 뉴멕시코주 산타페에 새로운 영속농업연구소를 설립했습니다. 교육과 인류를 돕는 일에 대한 진실한 열정과 관대한 정신을 가진 빌 모리슨은 말년에 트러스트 인 에이드 기금을 설립했습니다. 이 재정 자원은 세계의 불우한 지역에 있는 단체들의 지원의 손길을 뻗어 영속농업의 원리를 전수하는 현지 교사를 양성하고 있습니다. 빌 자신은 80대까지 계속 여행하며 강의했습니다. 그는 우리 지구가 직면한 끔찍하고 시급한 환경 문제와 사회 문제를 분명히 이해하고 있었고 해결책을 찾기로 결심했는데 빌 모리슨에게 그 대답은 아주 명확했습니다.
There is one and only one solution, and we have almost no time to try it. We must turn all our resources to repairing the natural world and train all our young people to help. They want to. We need to give them this last chance to create forests, soils, clean waters, clean energies, secure communities, stable regions, and to know how to do it from hands-on experience.
생의 마지막 시절까지 그는 꿋꿋이 일생의 열정을 실천했으며 어릴 때 살았던 태즈메니아의 집 근처에 있는 시스터즈 크릭의 경관을 생산적이고 지속 가능하게 만들고자 애썼습니다. 2016년 9월 24일 시스터즈 크릭에서 영속농업의 아버지 빌 모리슨은 평화롭게 세상을 떠났습니다. 빌 모리슨의 강한 관점과 거친 외모 뒤에는 낙천적인 면모가 숨겨 있었고 그는 겸손하고 자비로우며 특유의 유머와 힘, 지혜로 사랑받는 사람이었습니다. 그가 한 모든 일은 진심이었고 남들을 위한 것이었습니다. 빌 모리슨은 평생 지구를 보수하고 치유하겠다고 다짐했고 무수히 많은 삶을 감동시켰습니다. 그는 우리가 좋은 삶을 누리기 위해 필요한 자원을 다 갖고 있다고 믿었습니다. 그것은 지구 어머니, 모든 살아있는 존재들과 협력하고 우리가 가진 것과 우리에게 필요한 것만 쓰면 되는 아주 간단한 일입니다. 그는 다음과 같이 말했습니다.
Sitting at our back doorsteps, all we need to live a good life lies about us. Sun, wind, people, buildings, stone, sea, birds, and plants surround us. Cooperation with all these things brings harmony. Opposition to them brings disaster and chaos.
우리 모두가 빌 모리슨에 남긴 유산을 기리고 소중한 지구를 조심스럽게 보살핌으로써 우리 자신과 미래 세대를 위해 평화롭고 푸른 세상을 만들고자 했던 그의 꿈을 계속 이어나가길 기원합니다. 친환경을 실천하는 시청자 여러분, 빌 모리슨 영속농업의 아버지를 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 이어지는 스프링마스트 텔레비전 프로그램은 노르웨이 동물경찰 프로젝트입니다. 지구 어머니를 보살피는 우리의 하나된 노력을 통해 모든 존재들이 번성하고 풍요로운 삶을 누리길 빕니다.
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/MOS.
In a new era of conditions dangerously affected by global warming, the world's waters are rapidly running dry, creating crises for wild habitats and human civilizations. The following are some of the seas, rivers, lakes, and underground water reserves we have lost or are losing, impacting the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people, animals, farming, lives, electricity, and threatening with CO2 and methane release, exacerbating climate change.
World's major rivers are dying. 1/3 are gone or going. Groundwater wells for 3 billion people are drying up. Top 10 global river systems dying, ebbing away. China's Salween River, Europe's Danube, South Africa's La Plata, North America, Rio Grande, India's Ganges, Pakistan's Indus, Africa's Nile and Lake Victoria, Australia's Murray-Darling, Southeast Asia's Mekong Lankan, China's Yangtze, due to dams, over-extraction, overfishing and climate change. Major lakes dried up or drying, not including dangerous side effects such as release of CO2, methane and other gases.
The following is a list of some of the most vital and largest bodies of water which are dying or completely gone.
Africa. Rivers from Mount Kenya, most lakes in Kenya, Africa's largest lake, Lake Victoria, Africa's fourth largest lake, Lake Chad, world's longest Nile River, world's third longest Niger River, rivers and streams in Kawama, Zambia, Tanzania's Lake Natron, Tanzania's Lake Manyara.
North America. Great Lakes of USA and Canada, Lakes Michigan, Huron, Superior, St. Clair. Emergency water supply from Great Lakes jeopardized. Arctic ponds on Canada's Ellesmere Island. San Gabriel River, California. Canyon Lake, Texas. 10,000 plus lakes in Alaska. Colorado River. Largest U.S. reservoir, Lake Mead. James River, Virginia. Elephant Butte and Caballo Reservoirs. Upper Colorado River Basin. Thurman Lake, South Carolina. Brule, Popple, Pine and Menominee Rivers, Wisconsin. Lake Mendocino Reservoir in Northern California. Folsom Lake Reservoir, California. Water bodies near Tampa Bay, Florida, USA. Ogallala Aquifer, USA. Mexico's Lerma Chapala Santiago River Basin. Rio Grande or Rio Norte River.
Central and South America. Chile's Glacier Lake Tempano, Chile's Cachet Lake, Iguazu Falls, UNESCO Heritage Site in Argentina and Brazil, Bolivia's Lake Pupo, Paraguay's river water losses lead to declared emergency state, Peru's aquifer drained too fast, Uruguay's 4 main reservoirs critically low.
Europe. River Greta in Teesdale, UK, dried.
Britain's Mersey, Upper Wharfe and Severn rivers among the nation's 1/3 that are at risk of drying completely in summers.
Many rivers, lakes, estuaries and aquifers in England and Wales, low. Germany's Elbe River, Germany's Rhine River, Cyprus's Kouros Reservoir gone, must ship water from Greece. Northern Greece's Lake Koroneia. Over 1,000 large lakes in Siberia, Russia, dried up, likely having drained into permafrost melting beneath. Turkey's second largest lake, Lake Tuz, now a desert. Turkey's lakes and wetlands in Konya Basin dried up. many of Turkey's large lakes. Turkey's Lake Kozanla, Turkey's Lake Yavushko, Turkey's Lake Meke, Turkey's largest river Kazalama.
Oceania. Australia's Murray-Darling River, Lake Colac, largest in Victoria, Australia, dried for first time in modern history. Australia's Lake Bolac. Tasmania's Craigborne Dam emptied. Australia's Kakadu National Park freshwater wetlands. New Zealand prepares water use restriction as river levels drop.
Middle East. The Hamoun's wetlands, which once connected Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, is now a dust bowl, forcing people to move out. Iraq's famous marshes, believed to be the Garden of Eden, drying up. River Jordan in danger of disappearing.
Asia. Afghanistan's Helmand River shrunk. The Shemtau district, North Afghanistan, suffering long drought, forcing children to leave school to look for water. World's fourth largest inland sea, Aral Sea of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, shrunk by 90%. Mongolia's 852 rivers gone, 1,160 lakes and water resources dried. Nepal's Kukani Reservoir, Pakistan's Indus River lost 90% water. Cambodia's Tonle Sap, largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. India's sacred Ganges River drying due to glacier loss. Many lakes in Haryana, India dried up. India's Gambur Reservoir. Water table drops in Jharkhand, India cause the loss of needed water and livelihoods as two scenic waterfalls and their source river dry up. Indrapuri Reservoir along India's Son River. The Teesta, largest river in Sikkim state, India. Reservoirs across India's Kerala state. The upper lake in Bhopal, India shrunk. Tipagonda Nahali Reservoir in Bangalore, India. China's second longest, the Yellow River. China's Yangtze River. Eastern China's Ganjing River. Western China's Yuyang Lake. Adinko Lake, Mahnus Lake. Lake Lop, largest in northwest China. China's Beijiang River in Guangdong province. Nearly 50% of 4,077 lakes in Tibet's Madao County and over 90% of 10,520 lakes in Hebei, China gone. China's Yangtze River basin's 13,000 square kilometers of lakes lost, including 800 lakes that completely disappeared. Luhan Reservoir in Henan, China. Mekong River running through Chiang Mai in Thailand. The two main rivers supporting Olac, or Vietnam's Mekong River Delta.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Join us for a moment to give thanks for our magnificent cosmos. With radiant stars in the night sky, blessing our splendid little planet with their brilliance from afar. We are like a tiny speck encompassed by the creativeness of the universe. surrounded by billions of glorious galaxies, all interwoven together by the thread of universal love. May we always rejoice and be forever grateful for our place in the cosmos.
Xin chào quý khán giả từ Bi means hello compassionate viewers in Alaxis, also known as Vietnamese. I am Hoa Ling from Alat, also known as Vietnam. Our gracious people are wishing you abundant blessings from heavens.
Hola, I'm Eduardo in Chance in Buenos Aires. Musical Argentina is happy to know that our later generations will always remember your contribution for world peace with gratitude. Welcome to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world.
Beneficial news for an ideal world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Iranian president invites open dialogue with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Rotary Club organizes free cataract surgeries in Nigeria. Chile establishes a new marine protection area. Korea donates rice to World Food Program, and retail giant IKEA now offers vegan hot dogs. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global network.
Iranian president prepared to engage in dialogue with neighboring countries. President of Iran, His Excellency Hassan Rouhani, has reviewed the country's readiness to have discussions on matters concerning regional security with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Highlighting the positive foundation for the talks while speaking in the port city of Bandar Abbas, President Rouhani said, "We are, have been, and always will be good neighbors." In addition, during a recent cabinet meeting in the capital city of Tehran, His Excellency expressed Iran's commitment to upholding balance and security within the whole region. Our sincere appreciation, Your Excellency President Hassan Rouhani and Iran, for your dedication to enhancing harmony and friendly relations. May your peaceful efforts bring much benefit to the Middle East.
Coming up, 1,400 patients receive free surgery in Lagos Island General Hospital in Nigeria. We'll go visit the flowers and we'll come back quick. A message, and then we'll be together again with more worthwhile news on Supreme Master Television.
Billions of dollars have been spent on cancer research. Now doctors have a way to help prevent cancer and improve survival. It also protects against heart disease and diabetes without a prescription. Fruits, vegetables, beans, grains, and other high-fiber vegetarian foods can help reduce the risk of certain cancers and may improve survival. For a free booklet, call 866-906-WELL.
Hi there, I'm Jazzy the Gazelle, a loving vegan. I have a tip to help you clean your kitchen sink disposal. The secret ingredient is vinegar. Actually, it's the only ingredient. Put some vinegar in an ice tray and let it freeze. Then simply run the ice cubes through the disposal. They will give your sink disposal a nice fresh smell, and the ice will also help to sharpen the blades. Thanks for your attention, and love you for being veg and going green to save the planet. Thus save the world. Now the worldwide weather.
Rotary Club provides free eye surgery in Nigeria. Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate has partnered with other Rotary clubs as well as a number of charitable organizations and the Ministry of Health, Lagos State, to arrange its 10th yearly cataract operations for underprivileged people in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. In the club's Mission for Vision program, 1,400 individuals were provided with the free-of-charge surgeries at Lagos Island General Hospital. One of the patients, an 8-month-old baby named Brainard, was able to see for the first time. In order to further help less fortunate people, Rotary Club of Lagos, Palm Grove Estate, is in the process of establishing a special eye hospital with the charitable Indo Eye Care Foundation, as well as other partners. Explaining the future plans for the eye operations, President of the Rotary Club of Lagos, Palm Grove Estate, Atul Shetty, said, "Free cataract surgeries will become a routine here in this hospital instead of once every year. Our warm thanks, Rotary Club of Lagos, Palm Grove Estate, and others involved, for your acts of kindness. May all the people around the world be blessed with the best of health and happiness."
Chile officially establishes Easter Island Marine Protection Area. During her time in office, former President of Chile, Her Excellency Michelle Bachelet, signed into law a Marine Protection Area, MPA, located in the Pacific Ocean, surrounding Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. The new MPA, one of Chile's 3 recently established ocean protection zones, is home to over 140 species only living in this area. The new law prohibits commercial fishing and mining within the Rapa Nui Marine Protected Area, consisting of a massive ocean region of 740,000 square kilometers. Since its initial approval in September last year, the Chilean government and the Rapa Nui people have been jointly working on a plan to ensure the reserve will be well safeguarded and monitored. Highlighting the importance of the legislation, Director of the Roundtable of the Sea Coalition, Ludovic Burns-Tukey stated, "I think the government of Chile made a big step in understanding the worldview of Rapa Nui and our connection with the ocean." For any MPA, it is important to work together, and what happens in Easter Island is an example for the entire world. Our respectful salute, Your Excellency, Michelle Bachelet, Chile, and Easter Island residents, for your earth-loving efforts. May all the nations around the world join to take the best care of our fragile ecosystems.
Coming up, Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice to the United Nations World Food Programme. We are going to take some time to thank the humble electricians who connect our homes so we may have light and power. We can't wait to share more caring news with you on Supreme Master Television. We'll return after this message. Welcome back to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world. Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice as foreign aid. Korea made a historic contribution of 50,000 tons of rice valued at $42.5 million to the United Nations World Food Programme, WFP, to provide life-saving assistance to people in 5 countries. The government will organize the processing and packaging of rice during the first half of the year, while WFP will be responsible for distribution. Syria, Yemen, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda will each receive 10,000 tons of grade A Korean rice. Executive Director of WFP, His Excellency David Beasley, stated, "This is what we dream of. A country that used to rely on WFP now stands as one of our strongest allies in saving lives. It's an exceptional example of what we all strive for at the World Food Programme. We express our gratitude, Korea, for your generous donation. Our earnest appreciation also, United Nations World Food Programme, for your laudable commitment to helping our sisters and brothers in need. May our world be graced with an abundance of plant-based nourishment for health and spiritual upliftment of all."
IKEA to serve vegan hot dogs. The Sweden-based home furnishing retailer IKEA has announced that it will start serving plant-based hot dogs in its store in Malmö, Sweden. The plan is to begin selling this delicious food item in IKEA bistros across Europe in August and later in other countries. The retail giant's introduction of the veggie hot dogs follows the success of its plant-based meatballs released in 2015. Commenting on the launch of the cruelty-free dish, Managing Director of the IKEA Food Services AB, Michael Okor, said, "With the new veggie hot dog, we can inspire and enable customers to choose a plant-based, more sustainable option at an affordable price. We are so happy to hear about IKEA's new delectable option. With heaven's blessings, may we soon see the day when all world citizens choose the earth-preserving and loving vegan way of living."
It's now time for some light-hearted humor with the joke of the day entitled "No Cake."
I told you not to eat cake before supper.
But Mom, it's part of my homework. If you take 1/8 of a cake from a whole cake, how much is left?
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May heaven's light shine evermore on you and your loved ones.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/NWN.
The Arctic, a greenhouse gas sink or source. Since the last ice age ended, the Arctic has served as a carbon sink, absorbing and storing up to 800 million metric tons. However, due to warming temperatures, it is now emerging as a source of greenhouse gases. A source of greenhouse gases.
The warming in the Arctic is about twice as large as the warming for the globe as a whole. And we see that as the Arctic being particularly sensitive to global climate change.
One of the wild cards in terms of global climate change is the potential release of methane buried in the permafrost in the far north. Methane is a much stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide, and the concern is that if these are released, the temperature would increase and it would lead to kind of a domino effect.
Previously frozen permafrost across the entire Arctic region is melting rapidly, emitting large amounts of stored greenhouse gases and potentially catapulting our world into unstoppable climate change.
Losing the permafrost is a dangerous thing.
It would be quite catastrophic because there's nothing that we could do that would stop it. When you're dealing with processes that are so powerful, that can change the planet so dramatically, it's best to be cautious and basically try to limit emissions and to live sustainably.
Cool the Arctic, cool the Earth. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Today's show will be presented in Norwegian with subtitles in Arabic, Olaxese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Indonesian, Korean, Mongolian, Norwegian, Persian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Thai. Hei på dere hjertelige seere, jeg heter Tove, et vegansk-norsk vilt tundra-reinsdyr. Jeg bor i Rondane nasjonalpark i Midt-Norge. Norske dyr roser dere for deres kjærlighet for alle skapninger. Velkommen til vårt program, Norges dyrepolitiprosjekt. Dyrevelferdsorganisasjoner i mitt land som Dyrevernalliansen, Dyrebeskyttelsen Norge, NOA for dyrs rettigheter, i tillegg til bekymrede borgere som har hjulpet til gjennom årene for å fremme dyrs rettigheter og juridisk beskyttelse i loven. Vi dyrene stolte av å si at den norske regjeringen har tatt konkrete skritt for å forbedre våre liv. I 2010 trådte den norske dyrevelferdsloven i kraft sammen med flere viktige bestemmelser som viser respekt og kjærlighet for dyrene i denne skandinaviske nasjonen. For eksempel sier loven som følger: Den som treffer på et dyr som synlig er sykt, skadet eller hjelpeløst, skal hjelpe dyret så langt mulig. Hvis man ikke kan hjelpe, skal dyrets eier eller politiet kontaktes umiddelbart. Loven om dyrevelferd sier at staten vil betale for nødvendige utgifter i tilfelle hvor hjelp blir gitt til ville dyr. Foreldre og omsorgspersoner med foreldreansvar kan ikke tillate barn under 16 år å ha uavhengig ansvar for dyr. Og man kan ikke overføre omsorg for et dyr hvis det er grunn til å tro at den andre personen ikke kan eller vil behandle dyret på en hensiktsmessig måte. Norge startet i 2015 et unikt partnerskap mellom myndighetsorganet med ansvar for dyrevelferd, det norske mattilsynet og politiet for å beskytte dyrene. I dag skal vi lytte til noen av disse snille menneskene som har vært involvert i landets dyrepolitiprosjekt og som søker å sikre dyrs rettigheter. Politibetjent Siv Monica Bjørk Eriksen, som styrer prosjektet i Norges Øst politidistrikt, vil nå dele hennes innsikt.
Jeg tenker jo at med dette prosjektet nå, så håper vi jo at vi skal få en mer effektiv saksbehandling, et mer effektivt samarbeid med Mattilsynet, slik at vi kan etterforske og iretteføre sakene på en mer hensiktsmessig og kjappere måte. Jeg tenker jo også at det å drive med kompetanseheving og informasjonsformidling vil være viktig både internt i organisasjonen og eksternt, altså ut mot publikum. Og det er også ting vi håper vi skal klare å oppnå med prosjektet. Så er det jo et mer større søkelys i dag på dyrs velferd og miljø generelt i samfunnet.
Det rettshåndhevende teamet inkluderer også etterforskere og jurister for å beskytte dyr. Politibetjenten Eriksen gir innsyn i høydepunktet på prosjektets organisatoriske og strategiske tilnærming i hennes distrikt.
Høsten 2017 så ble det jo øremerket midler til Øst politidistrikt fra Politidirektoratet i forbindelse med opprettelse av dyrevelferdsprosjektet. I Øst så har vi valgt til å øremerke de midlene til å opprette stillinger som skal være dedikert til fagfeltet dyrevelferd. Vi er jo nå organisert i 2 grupper i Øst politidistrikt. Vi har en gruppe i Østfold-regionen, og så har vi en gruppe her på Romerike i nord. Så vi har en gruppe i nord og sør. Så vi ønsker nå å opprette etterforskere i nord og i sør som skal ivareta dette fagfeltet. På denne måten så ønsker vi også å forbedre samarbeidet med Mattilsynet. Mattilsynet har jo også fått bevilget øremerket midler til dette prosjektet. Så der er vi allerede i gang med å inngå en lokal samarbeidsavtale, slik at vi kan jobbe på en mest hensiktsmessig og god måte.
Vi stopper nå for et øyeblikk for noen viktige meldinger. Vennligst hold deg fortsatt på Supreme Master Television.
Sé ecológico por salvar el planeta.
Manger moins de viande, c'est mieux pour la nature.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Soyez végétalien, devenez écolo, sauvons tous la planète ensemble.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
每一個人做少少嘢，世界就會產生呢個奇蹟。
Seja vegetariano, seja ecológico, salve o planeta.
Be vegan, go green, save the planet.
Ik ben Marianne Thieme, fractievoorzitter voor de Partij voor de Dieren in de Tweede Kamer in Nederland. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
让我们一起来记得这句口号，我们大家一起吃素，环保救地球。
Nhân cách Văn Châu xin kính chào quý khán giả. Xin quý vị ăn chay, sống xanh, cứu địa cầu. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Velkommen tilbake til vårt program Norges dyrepolitiprosjekt på Supreme Master Television. De modige og medfølgende medlemmer av dyrepolitiet som hjelper dyrene, mine brødre og søstre, i tider som trengs. Supreme Master Television fikk muligheten til å snakke med Mona Holm-Ross, en jurist som jobber som seniorrådgiver for Mattilsynet, om tilsynets rolle i dyrepolitiprosjektet. La oss nå lytte til henne.
Jeg jobber i Mattilsynet i regionen mitt. Mitt navn er Mona Holm-Ross, og jeg jobber som jurist i regiondirektøren sin stab der. Dyrepoliti er en brikke av en større samarbeidsavtale mellom Mattilsynet og politiet i Norge. Vi har en felles samarbeidsavtale som gjelder for hele landet. Det fikk vi først i Trøndelag, og så kom det i flere regioner etter hvert. Målsettingen med prosjektet er at de riktige sakene skal bli anmeldt, og at politiet da skal kunne etterforske dem på en effektiv og god måte. Mattilsynet har en veterinærfaglig kompetanse, politiet har en etterforskningskompetanse, og vi har juridisk kompetanse på begge sider eller på begge de etatene.
I 2018 annonserte den norske regjeringen at den vil fase ut pelsgårder innen 2025, et trekk som vil spare livet til rundt 700 000 minker og 110 000 rev årlig. Mona Holm-Ross ble også bedt om å si noe om hennes perspektiv på forholdet mellom mennesker og dyr i Norge.
Først vil jeg si at generelt så må vi si at dyr blir behandlet godt i Norge. De aller fleste er opptatt av at dyrene sine skal ha det godt. Dyrevelferdsloven er en bra regulering av dyrs sine rettigheter som vi har i Norge med dyrevelferdsloven. Det ideelle forholdet mellom dyr og mennesker må jo være nettopp det at formålet med dyrevelferdsloven blir fulgt, nemlig at mennesker har respekt for dyr, og at de har kompetanse i forhold til å kunne ivareta dyrene sine behov, og at de også har vilje og evne til å gjøre det. Og så er det viktig å huske at dyr sine behov det varierer fra art til art, og mye av behovene der er beskrevet nærmere i forskrifter som er laget med hjemmel i dyrevelferdsloven. Det er også viktig å tenke på at det ikke er noen menneskerett til å ha dyr, og at de som ikke behandler dyrene sine godt, de skal heller ikke få lov til å ha dyr, og det har vi også hjemmel for i dyrevelferdsloven, og nekte folk å ha dyr dersom de ikke behandler dem godt.
Toril Selius er en veterinær og førsteinspektør i Mattilsynet, region Midt-Norge, avdeling Trondheim. Supreme Master Television spurte Selius om hennes syn på hva andre land kan lære av Norges erfaringer når det gjelder å opprettholde dyrs rettigheter.
Vi har jo verdens beste og strengeste dyrevelferdsreglement i Norge, og jeg tror de kan lære veldig mye av våre holdninger mot dyr. Vi kan være ganske stolt av våre holdninger mot dyr i Norge. Det tror jeg de har mye å lære på
Hva vil dere minne folk om som har dyr? Det ting folk bør være spesielt oppmerksomme på i forhold til dyr?
Så det viktig at vi tar hensyn til dem og tilfredsstiller deres behov. Det trenger ikke å være bare mat og drikke og husly, men det også sosiale behov med å ha dyr. De har behov for kontakt med oss mennesker, også sosial kontakt med artsfrender. Og det noe vi må tenke gjennom før vi skaffer oss dyr.
Det noe mer du vil tilføye i denne saken?
Jeg synes det veldig positivt at det blir bevilget penger til et sånt prosjekt som det her mellom etater, og jeg håper at det fortsetter fremover.
Takk, inspektør Siv Monica Bjørk Eriksen i Øst politidistrikt, samt Mona Holm Ross og Toril Selius i Mattilsynet for deres tid og innsikt på dyrepolitiprosjektet. Arbeidet Norge gjør på vegne av dyrene med sitt spesielle program prisverdig og bør bli anbefalt. Vi håper at alle land snart kan sørge for at hvert dyr blir beskyttet i høyest mulige grad. Kjære seere, vi setter pris på din tilstedeværelse i dag på vårt program. Neste hver Guds perfekte redskap for å velsigne verden, del 2 av 2 på Between Master and Disciples. Måtte vi alle verne hver dag i vårt liv som en måte å takke himmelen på for de mange velsignelsene. Friendly viewers, we appreciate your company today for our show. Next is Be God's Perfect Tool to Bless the World, part 2 of 2 on Between Master and Disciples. May we all cherish each day of our lives as a way to thank heaven for the many blessings. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/AW.
More do we want to pay?
How many more lives disrupted, maimed, or dead? How much more loss and suffering do we want to see?
How much do we want peace?
In sorrowful response to these unfortunate world events, Supreme Master Khai lovingly reminds, if the road is wrong, the more we walk on it, the more we go wrong. Any leaders who committed harm to others should stop at once, sincerely repent to God, and act to redeem their mistaken deeds. Then they will be pardoned. Even if humans can't forgive, heaven will.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavours and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Join us for a moment to give thanks for our magnificent cosmos. Radiant stars in the night sky, blessing our splendid little planet with their brilliance from afar. We are like a tiny speck encompassed by the creativeness of the universe. Surrounded by billions of glorious galaxies, all interwoven together by the thread of universal love. May we always rejoice and be forever grateful for our place in the cosmos.
Xin chào quý khán giả từ Bi means hello compassionate viewers in Alaxis, also known as Vietnamese. I am Hoa Ling from Alat, also known as Vietnam. Our gracious people are wishing you abundant blessings from heavens.
Hola, I'm Eduardo en Enchante in Buenos Aires. Musical Argentina is happy to know that our later generations will always remember your contribution for world peace with gratitude. Welcome to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world.
Beneficial news for an ideal world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Iranian president invites open dialogue with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Rotary Club organizes free cataract surgeries in Nigeria. Chile establishes a new marine protection area. Korea donates rice to World Food Program, and retail giant IKEA now offers vegan hot dogs. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global network.
Iranian president prepared to engage in dialogue with neighboring countries. President of Iran, His Excellency Hassan Rouhani, has reviewed the country's readiness to have discussions on matters concerning regional security with neighboring Persian Gulf Arab nations. Highlighting the positive foundation for the talks while speaking in the port city of Bandar Abbas, President Rouhani said, "We are, have been, and always will be good neighbors." In addition, during a recent cabinet meeting in the capital city of Tehran, His Excellency expressed Iran's commitment to upholding balance and security within the whole region. Our sincere appreciation, Your Excellency President Hassan Rouhani and Iran, for your dedication to enhancing harmony and friendly relations. May your peaceful efforts bring much benefit to the Middle East.
Coming up, 1,400 patients receive free surgery in Lagos Island General Hospital in Nigeria. We'll go visit the flowers and we'll come back quick. A message, and then we'll be together again with more worthwhile news on Supreme Master Television.
The Middle Way. Right, wrong, yin, yang, black, white. The Middle Way. The pendulum's swing returns to calm. The scale's arm settles into its balance. Wisdom emanates by its own perfection. A stable radiance shines henceforth. From original nature come the celestial harmonies. Inner and outer journeys finally become steady. The Middle Way. Master says, since we don't want to have anything to do with either the positive or negative side, we have to transcend both and become friends with both. In this way, they won't bother us anymore. We have to go beyond the struggle between good and bad, and positive and negative. Right now, we're still steeped in the war between positive and negative, but we need to become neutral, just as Switzerland is a neutral country. We have to arm ourselves with the power of God. As long as we're living in this world, we should remain positive, do good deeds, and avoid the negative as much as possible. We need not fight against it, but should avoid getting involved with it. As spiritual practitioners, we should behave like good worldly citizens, performing good actions, being righteous, and avoiding involvement in other people's affairs. Imbalances of yin and yang cause numerous disasters and misfortunes and create obstacles in our spiritual practice. As long as we call upon the inner master power to protect us, we can not only survive in this world, but also continue to be elevated spiritually. In the war of the positive and negative, we can return to God's kingdom smoothly and safely, only by following the middle way.
Hi there, I'm Jazzy the Gazelle, a loving vegan. I have a tip to help you clean your kitchen sink disposal. The secret ingredient is vinegar. Actually, it's the only ingredient. Put some vinegar in an ice tray and let it freeze. Then simply run the ice cubes through the disposal. They will give your sink disposal a nice fresh smell, and the ice will also help to sharpen the blades. Thanks for your attention, and love you for being veg and going green to save the planet. Thus save the world. Now the worldwide weather.
Rotary Club provides free eye surgery in Nigeria. Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate has partnered with other Rotary clubs as well as a number of charitable organizations and the Ministry of Health, Lagos State, to arrange its 10th yearly cataract operations for underprivileged people in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. In the club's Mission for Vision program, 1,400 individuals were provided with the free-of-charge surgeries at Lagos Island General Hospital. One of the patients, an 8-month-old baby named Brainard, was able to see for the first time. In order to further help less fortunate people, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate is in the process of establishing a special eye hospital with the charitable Indo Eye Care Foundation as well as other partners. Explaining the future plans for the eye operations, President of the Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate, Atul Shetty, said, "Free cataract surgeries will become a routine here in this hospital instead of once every year. Our warm thanks, Rotary Club of Lagos Palm Grove Estate and others involved, for your acts of kindness. May all the people around the world be blessed with the best of health and happiness."
Chile officially establishes Easter Island Marine Protection Area. During her time in office, former President of Chile, Her Excellency Michelle Bachelet, signed into law a Marine Protection Area, MPA, located in the Pacific Ocean, surrounding Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui. The new MPA, one of Chile's 3 recently established ocean protection zones, is home to over 140 species only living in this area. The new law prohibits commercial fishing and mining within the Rapa Nui Marine Protected Area, consisting of a massive ocean region of 740,000 square kilometers. Since its initial approval in September last year, the Chilean government and the Rapa Nui people have been jointly working on a plan to ensure the reserve will be well safeguarded and monitored. Highlighting the importance of the legislation, Director of the Roundtable of the Sea Coalition, Ludovic Burns-Tukey stated, "I think the government of Chile made a big step in understanding the worldview of Rapa Nui and our connection with the ocean." For any MPA, it is important to work together, and what happens in Easter Island is an example for the entire world. Our respectful salute, Your Excellency, Michelle Bachelet, Chile, and Easter Island residents, for your earth-loving efforts. May all the nations around the world join to take the best care of our fragile ecosystems.
Coming up, Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice to the United Nations World Food Programme. We are going to take some time to thank the humble electricians who connect our homes so we may have light and power. We can't wait to share more caring news with you on Supreme Master Television. We'll return after this message.
We all pray to heaven for help. Why don't we just be the heaven, a refuge for other beings? Protect the meek, assist those in need, be veg, go green, do good deeds. Save our home for the children's sake. Supreme Master Khai.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world. Korea donates 50,000 tons of rice as foreign aid. Korea made a historic contribution of 50,000 tons of rice valued at $42.5 million to the United Nations World Food Programme, WFP, to provide life-saving assistance to people in 5 countries. The government will organize the processing and packaging of rice during the first half of the year, while WFP will be responsible for distribution. Syria, Yemen, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Uganda will each receive 10,000 tons of Grade A Korean rice. Executive Director of WFP, His Excellency David Beasley, stated, "This is what we dream of. A country that used to rely on WFP now stands as one of our strongest allies in saving lives. It's an exceptional example of what we all strive for at the World Food Programme. We express our gratitude, Korea, for your generous donation. Our earnest appreciation also, United Nations World Food Programme, for your laudable commitment to helping our sisters and brothers in need. May our world be graced with an abundance of plant-based nourishment for health and spiritual upliftment of all."
IKEA to serve vegan hot dogs. The Sweden-based home furnishing retailer IKEA has announced that it will start serving plant-based hot dogs in its store in Malmö, Sweden. The plan is to begin selling this delicious food item in IKEA bistros across Europe in August and later in other countries. The retail giant's introduction of the veggie hot dogs follows the success of its plant-based meatballs released in 2015. Commenting on the launch of the cruelty-free dish, Managing Director of the IKEA Food Services AB, Michael Lacour, said, "With the new veggie hot dog, we can inspire and enable customers to choose a plant-based, more sustainable option at an affordable price. We are so happy to hear about IKEA's new delectable option. With heaven's blessings, may we soon see the day when all world citizens choose the earth-preserving and loving vegan way of living."
It's now time for some light-hearted humor with the joke of the day entitled "No Cake."
I told you not to eat cake before supper.
But Mom, it's part of my homework. If you take 1/8 of a cake from a whole cake, how much is left?
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May heaven's light shine evermore on you and your loved ones.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Veg, the diet of medical doctors.
The only individual action, which is a no-brainer, and we all ought to be doing it, is just to stop eating meat.
If you make this kind of profound change, you should expect profound changes in your physical appearance, your activity levels, the way you appear as far as age is concerned.
Once you become vegan, your mind clears up, your spirits clears up, all that karmic negative energy of being involved eating dead animals clears out of your system.
I realized that an animal-based diet was not a helpful thing, no matter what I had learned in school and on our farm growing up.
Our bodies are not designed to handle animal foods.
One patient, she was wheeled into the office in the exam room by her husband. And she had had quadruple bypass surgery. She had had a stent placed in one of the arteries subsequent to surgery. She was on 21 medications. She had a history of diabetes. She was on insulin. She had arthritis. She was on an oxygen tank, was just discharged from the hospital. She had had some bladder infection and some other issues.
Our research shows several benefits of a vegan diet. Very gradually, very gently, your blood sugar starts coming down. Your weight comes down as well. Blood cholesterol comes down as well, very impressively. And blood pressure comes down as well. Your digestion is better. So a person who's had chronic constipation, that's usually fixed in about 24 to 48 hours. It's that quick.
They came back in 10 days. She was walking, talking, laughing, no wheelchair, no oxygen, etc.
Neil Barnard, MD.
Antenna Robin, MD.
Peter Carter, MD.
Rabbi Gabriel Cousins, MD.
Zareen Patel, MD.
Gulam Alibeski, MD.
Alexander Dargatz, MD.
Luciana Baroni, MD.
Umberto Veronesi, MD.
Caldwell Esselstyn, MD.
Baxter Montgomery, MD.
David Ride, MD.
They are some of the countless noble examples of compassion and wisdom.
To both prevent and treat diabetes, the best thing we can do is move very rapidly to a vegan diet.
There was a man who came into our study named Vance. It seemed to him like the easiest diet in the world because he didn't have to limit how much he ate. Well, as time went on, he lost weight, he lost weight, he lost weight. After a year, he had lost 60 pounds.
Wow.
His blood sugar, which had been out of control, came down so much his doctor sat him down and said, Vance, you've been on this diet. You don't have diabetes anymore. His doctor took him off his medicine.
What's the optimum diet? It's your organic, vegan, 80% live food.
The difference between vegans and meat eaters in the United States is an average of 40 pounds. A new study published in the Journal of the American Diabetic Association, the largest study of vegans in human history. Never before have thousands of vegans been studied at one time. And what it showed was that the only dietary group that actually achieved a healthy weight, in fact, a perfect healthy weight, was the vegans.
I wish someone had told me in medical school how effective a plant-based diet would be for real live diseases.
So keep in good company with the noble circle of vegetarian and vegan elite.
The truth of this is so powerful.
It's a simple message.
The first and the foremost thing anybody can do is be vegan.
There's nothing complicated about this. It's one big solution.
You have to give it a try. And once you experience the benefits, it's unthinkable to go back.
And the most exciting thing of all is that the benefits do nothing but continue to improve.
There's one regret that sometimes people have. They regret that they didn't do this about 20 years earlier. Because to be in a body that feels healthy, it's the best possible thing.
And the list goes on. Please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE for further club list and info. Be veg now and join the club.